What up, YouTube? Coming at y'all with a little something different. Just want to show y'all this vintage model I'm working on. I just painted it. These came out in 1987. As you can see, it got the cow look on the box. I actually had one of these as a kid. It was already old then. I had one of these in like maybe 97 or 98 because I was like in middle school around that time, and I remember having this exact model. But at that time, I didn't know they dated way back to 1987. Um, Growing up, obviously I don't remember much from the 80s, but being a 90s kid, I was an 80s baby, a 90s kid. A lot of stuff from the 80s lingered over into the 90s. So I grew up riding in these type of cars and, cow bugs and things like that. Actually, my first car was a bug, and I still own a bug today. I always liked it, the 80s cow style bugs. They go hand in hand with like BMX, believe it or not. Most people that got Volkswagens probably to this day, they have vintage bikes or still got vintage bikes. So you go back and look at like a lot of pictures from the 80s, you'll see like a lot of um, Volkswagens with BMXs in the background. So just decided I would build this. I kind of wanted to display it in my house. Went with a pink color. It didn't come this color. I actually painted it. The body actually came white, but the 80s version came in pink. They came molded in pink, even though you still have to paint them. But this one right here came out. This is like the retro version. So this one came out 1998, as you can see. But this is how it would have looked like on this picture right here. So wanted to do something a little different, but still with that 80s vibe. But as you can see, I just painted it. Paint actually came out really nice and shiny. It's dry to the touch, but it's still wet. Still need to dry up real nice before I can actually handle it. Still gotta put the door handles on. Still got the deck lid in the back. I also detailed the motor, as you can see. Got them nice 48 IDA Webers on there. Cause back in them days, they always put big motors in these cars, like built motors, because obviously Volkswagens don't have a lot of speed to them, so they used to put like race motors in them. Like I said, that's kind of what I grew up around. I'm actually slow building one right now, a real one actually. Mine is a 62 rag, got the rag top in it. These models, when you get them, you have to do a lot of like body work and sanding if you want it to actually be smooth, because a lot of times they have like the mold lines. Like this particular car, especially it being older, it had like a lot of lines and stuff I had to sand out, like all in the fenders and things like that. And it actually had like the lines for a rag top on top of the car, I guess, if you wanted to cut a rag in it. But I wound up sanding those out because I wanted to leave it a hard top. This car came with fender flares, as you can see, molded in the body. I had thought about sanding those out, but then I started thinking like that would kind of take away from what it actually is. It being an 80s bug, they did kind of wild stuff like that back then. But yeah, man, just wanted to show y'all a little something different. See how good that paint came out. I'm actually thinking about doing a GT Performer this color, man. This color with all white parts and maybe like some powder blue and magenta decals or something on it. Just give it that 80s vibe, man. Like 80s was all about like loud colors and pastels and things like that. I just feel like, that stuff just looked unique instead of like the stuff nowadays that just black and white and, just dark colors and things like that. These loud colors was like so vibrant. But yeah, man, just wanted to show y'all a little something different. I still got a lot of work to do to it. I actually painted the seats all black, but I'm gonna probably put a little pink in them. Just wait for them to dry. They sitting outside, and I did put the deck lid outside also. I just painted that. That's why it's not on the car. Still got to put the windows in it, and just do a little fine detailing to it. But overall, man, check out them Porsche alloys. That was a big back in the day. On the box they painted, but I kind of like them better chrome. Still got to put the headlights and stuff in. But yeah, man, it was kind of quite a bit of work to get it to look this good. I actually had to scribe the lines some more, because a lot of times when you don't do that and you paint it, all the like lines in the doors and stuff disappear. So I went ahead and did that. And I honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I learned a lot of that stuff from just watching other videos. Like, you know, when I was a kid, I used to just take these things out the box, clean them and paint them. But nowadays, I learned, you know, as far as prepping it and sanding the mold lines and things like that. So yeah, man, super clean car. Just wanted to give out a little something different. A nice display vehicle with you know, with your bikes, you know, just to have like a display in the man cave or something. That's kind of what I'm doing with it. You know, just I'm thinking about making me a man cave with a few different models and bikes and rare parts, and you know, just kind of make it look cool, you know. And this is one of the pieces right here I'm starting with. But yeah, man. All right, y'all.